These are women from Kigochwa who are doing a demonstration outside Kigochwa dispensary, and they want to know what is really happening after a woman was given birth outside the hospital.
Aitethirwa ne kurubangi bantura untuba kuwa ne watibu nene kemwana na kinyeina.
The woman has delivered assistance by other women from the village, and the people, the residents, say that it is a big risk to the kid and the mother herself. We came here at 4 a.m. and I found this woman who was asking for assistance. She was looking for the watchman, and she asked me to help her reach out to the watchman. I was coming to pray. She was given the kid outside here on the field. We are chasing away the kids who want to join us in the process of helping during the delivery. It is a big embarrassment, and it is not a good thing. She was given the kid around 6:20. That's now when we came in, we went to the village to look for some clothing, the blankets, so that we can help cover the kid. We did everything, including clothing for the kid and anything else. And now we are waiting for the doctor to come in and maybe do the examination. The doctor will come. We are waiting for the doctor to come so that he can confirm whether the kid is okay or not. Women and men from Kigochwa are embarrassed, and they say it is something that is disrespecting in the community. Especially now that the hospital is along the road. Women are delivering outside. Governor Kawira Mwangaza is a woman just like the women that are delivering outside here. Why can she look at this hospital and take it like hospital, or has it become a toilet? If it is a toilet, let her come and close, because we don't want to see this embarrassment here. The hospital is along the road, and kings are kings. When the kings are looking at the private part of another kid, it is bad. What about if these kings who are looking at the private part of the governor, would she be happy? Would Kawira be happy if it was done to her? That's why we are embarrassed. Let the governor be told to come here look at this hospital, the doctor should be here, and if she won't do this, let the hospital be closed forever. Let the hospital be closed forever. We don't want to see the nakedness again. The kids from this village have seen everything, including the nakedness. The women who have come for delivery, they usually get their kids outside here. Sorry, pardon, that one, Kailu.
Mwangaza County.
I can't really get that one, kindly. There is a something. Yes.
Maternity. Mwangaza County.
The kings from this village have seen everything, and Kawira should know this. The women here are getting their children along the tarmac, and the secondary students and primary students.
Kuringana na olwamiri bwa sibitare ibati omerie buraba komba nyume kwa mukira kesi na araba tungatere mwana na inano mwike sibitare Meru level 5 non to both.
According to the hospital, they have tried the best they could have done. They have taken the kid and the mother and taken to Meru level 5 hospital.
Tungatamkuruki non to mwana usiari atekinyethetie gita.
They have referred the mother and the king to Meru level 5 because the kid was not due to time to be born.
Lakini kulingana na ngwera here tekweleka totena daktari bakweta bare otuko batokareria asia beto no tokaria do sumboka ontorene mwasi yake.
The hospital was open here, but now the services are the problem. The doctors are not available so that they can look after the patient in the hospital. We have been left to do everything in the hospital, looking after the patient, and the watchman himself is not available. The watchman is insulting, and he is also calling us who are going to seek the services, the prostitutes. We want the governor to take action. Before Monday, something has to be done.
I think we can stop at that. Thank you. Madam Witness.
Yes.
What is the status of service delivery in Meru County in respect to that hospital? And are you aware of that hospital?
Yes, I'm aware of that hospital. It is in Tikanya East.
Council, just to alert you that you have done 2 hours now.
We're just about to conclude. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Yes? Is that the current status of hospitals?
Yes.
Did the governor offer any explanation or apology?
No.
Did the governor take any actions, any disciplinary actions to make sure that the hospital is up and running?
No, I'm not aware of any.
Look at page 10 of the motion, and you look at ground number 6. Which is the count? What are you charging the governor with? Honorable Senators, in the volume 1, the grounds of impeachment. What are you charging the governor with?
Gross misconduct. Count number 2.
Yes.
Gross misconduct.
How has the governor misconducted herself in this respect? Briefly.
The governor has engaged in gross misconduct by deliberately and knowingly misleading the public by giving false information that Kenya shillings 86 million and been raised through the pay bill number 247 account number 0400163917,899 established after the murder of Daniel Mutiani, alias Sniper, thus violating the moral and ethical requirements expected of state officers, contrary to section number 19.
That's okay. What did the governor say in respect to this amount of money? And what is the actual fact?
The governor, in a video that I would wish that is played.
It's okay. Just what did she say?
She claimed that the people of Meru, including the MCAs, and contributed a total of 86 million after the death of the blogger from Meru known as Daniel Mutiani alias Sniper.
But what was the fact?
The fact is that according to the bank statement.
Yes.
According to the bank statement on page 277 in volume 2, 277
yes.
to the last page. The last page is 330. The correct position is that a total of 286,518,000 was contributed by the members of the public.
What is the evidence appearing at page 277?
The evidence
that is those are bank statements, correct?
These are bank statements.
Who is the account holder?
The account holder is Irene Kawira Kamencho.
Where is she operating this account?
She is the widow to the deceased.
And therefore she was in charge of operating this account, correct?
Yes.
Have you ever had an opportunity to interact with the said Kawira Kamencho?
I interacted with her when she called me. She called me when she had me mention about the case of 86 million the day that I read a notice of motion.
Yes.
And she told me she got interested on this issue because I touched on an issue that is affecting her directly.
Are you calling her as a witness in this case?
Yes.
What is your grievance in respect to these particular utterances and who uttered them?
These utterances were meant to mislead the public.
Who uttered them?
The governor of Meru County, Kawira Mwangaza. She uttered the utterances in a press briefing.
Yes.
Yes, she did in a press briefing.
Yes.
Yes.
What else did she say in that press briefing?
In that press briefing, the governor said that a total of 86 million was raised in respect to the contributions to Ansema. Was big. The window should be bought a Prado.
Yes.
A mansion should be built for her.
Yes.
and an education fund should be established out of the 86 million. And then she arranged that it is a business that the MCAs are used to get fuel for their vehicles.
Yes.
It is an avenue for playing politics, and I believe those ones are not kind.
She said in respect to the death of Sniper.
She said that those that were agitating for the justice for Sniper were playing politics, and it is not only Sniper that has died in Meru County.
What did she say in respect to the Sniper's wife?
I pray that the video is played cancelled, because I can't remember everything offhand.
Okay, let's have that video played.
Let's have the video played. I've just given a few highlights.
No, we'll call the other witness to have it played. But did she make any remarks in respect to Sniper's wife?
Yes, she talked about the Sniper's wife being built a mansion.
No, in respect to her being or living with an MC.
Oh, sorry, and forgotten that. She also arranged that the wife to Sniper had already been taken by one of the MCAs and was living with the MCAs, and therefore, it was meant to undermine the integrity of the MCAs.
Thank you, Madam Witness. I want to yield you to my learned friend, Mr. Boniface Kawira, to take you through the last count. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Madam Witness. And Honorable Speaker, I'll pick up from where my learned seniors left. So, on this count, that is count number 2, gross misconduct. These utterances, you have a witness in respect to that allegation, correct?
Yes.
And that witness, that video will be played then. Yes?
Yes.
So, these conduct that you say is gross misconduct,
yes,
by the governor, does it fall below the expectations of the conduct of state officers under Article 75 of the Constitution?
Yes.
Specifically, does it demean the office that the governor holds?
Yes.
Does it demonstrate respect for the people?
Yes, it doesn't. It doesn't demonstrate respect.
Does it bring honor and dignity to our office?
No.
Okay. Honorable Senator, stand with me to page 11 of the impeachment motion. I'll take you to the that is abuse of office. That is volume number 1 of our impeachment. That is our impeachment motion. The green copy is on page number 11. Specifically, ground that is count number 3, ground number 8. You accuse the governor of irregular payment of emergency call allowances to 161 doctors and medical officers using the wrong rates, correct?
Yes.
And the governor in opening statement stated that there are circulars to that effect.
Yes.
And that it was pursuant to a collective bargaining agreement between, I think, the Council of Governors and the Union for Doctors, that is Kenya KMPDU, correct?
Yes.
So, at page number 331 of our volume 2, that is the exhibits in support of the impeachment motion, what document is there?
The report of Auditor General on the County Executive of Meru for the year ended 30th June 2023.
The governor in a response says that the county assembly has not considered this report, and that and my question to you is, would considering this report that has already been has this report been committed to a committee of the assembly?
I'm a member of the committee and I'm not aware.
Okay.
Yes.
So if would consideration of this report by the assembly change the conclusions that were made by the Auditor General
No.
Is the County Assembly an appellate chamber for the recommendations that were passed by the County Assembly, for the conclusions that were drawn
No.
by the Auditor General?
No.
So the consideration by the County Assembly will not in any way change the conclusions that were made by the Auditor General, correct?
Yes.
Turn with me to page, still in that report, page 344 of our volume 2.
Okay.
That is irregular payment of allowances to doctors.
Yes.
And I want you to read the second paragraph, that is point number 7, right?
Yes.
Read the second paragraph where from although management.
Yes. Although management provided a circular referenced MOH/ADM/CONF/staff/76, volume 1 of 19, dated 18th April 2017, which was issued after negotiation with the striking health workers, and was one of the issues contained in the return to work formula agreed between the Ministry of Health and the unions of the medical practitioners. It was only valid for 4 years from the date of the circular, which had expired.
So at the time of preparing this report, the Auditor General had the benefit of the circular the Governor was referring to, correct?
Yes.
What conclusion did the Auditor General arrive at? The next paragraph.
And the correct rates being applied, doctors and medical officers were entitled to 51,780,000 instead of the 126,120,000 paid, resulting to an irregular payment of 74,340,000.
So the Auditor General confirms that there was an irregular payment of 74 million Kenya shillings, correct?
Yes.
What conclusion does the Auditor General make?
In the circumstances, management was in breach of law.
I'll take you back to the first page of that document. The report begins at page 300 The report begins at page 331, Honorable Senators and Honorable Speaker. The report begins at page 331 of our volume 2, the exhibits in support of the impeachment motion. And at page 336, in fact, at page 336, the key, number 2, key entity information and management, the background information. Who is the first person in that list?
The first person on that list on the county executive's day-to-day management is under the following key organs. Number 1, Our Excellency Bishop Kawira Mwangaza, the Governor of Meru County.
The key management team, the person on top of that list is the Governor of Meru.
Yes.
And up there, in the background information, the first person still is the Office of the Governor.
Yes.
And the major responsibility, you will agree with me, is coordination of the overall running of the county government.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the key, this is the management team that the Auditor General concludes was in breach of the law.
Yes.
Would consideration by the County Assembly of this report change that conclusion?
No.
Okay. Again, on that Auditor General report, that is our ground number, your ground number 9 in the motion, use of manual payroll. At page, still in the same report, at page 347. 347.
Yes.
Are you there?
Yes.
That is 347. I'm sorry, Madam Speaker. 347, still of our volume 2. 347.
Yes.
Use of manual payroll. What is the conclusion that the Auditor General makes? I only want you to read the conclusion in the interest of time.
Yes.
In the circumstances,
the management was in breach of regulations.
And this is the management that is headed by the governor.
Yes.
So can the governor say it wasn't me?
No.
Can the governor say it is a CEC finance?
No.
She is the head of the management team.
Yes.
The buck must stop at her door.
Yes.
Article 229(6) of the Constitution, I just want you to read what that provision says. Article 229(6) of the Constitution. What does it say?
229(6) says, an audit report shall confirm whether or not public money has been applied lawfully or in an effective way.
An audit report is the final authority on whether money has been spent lawfully.
Yes.
No, the county assembly can change what that audit report says, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Turn with me, Honorable Speaker, to page 377 of our volume 2. That is the Controller of Budget report for the first 9 months. And specifically page 382 of that report. Page 382. Are you there?
Yes.
Paragraph 3.26.7 on expenditure on employees' compensation.
Yes.
The second paragraph.
Yes.
Let me read first so that you can agree with me, right?
Yes.
Further analysis indicates that personnel emolument costs, that is PE costs, amounting to Kenya shillings 3.36 billion were processed through the Integrated Personnel and Payroll Database System, IPPD system, while 102.94 million was processed through manual payroll. The manual payrolls accounted for 3.1% of the total personnel emolument cost, correct?
Yes.
So this is evidence again from the Controller of Budget report for the first 9 months of financial year 2023-2024 that monies have been paid through this payroll system.
Yes.
The governor in her response says that first question from you, Madam Witness, is the county assembly on trial in these proceedings?
No.
So is it sufficient, is it enough for the governor to say that if she is accused of making payments through manual payroll, is it a defense? My question is it a proper defense for her to say even the county assembly does so?
No.
Why do you say so?
I would say so because I'm not very sure whether the county assembly does that.
Mm-hmm.
And number two wrongs does not make a right.
Okay.
Yes.
So the question is, does the governor or is the defense of even someone else has done it available to the governor? Is that defense available to her?
Sorry?
Is the defense of even the county assembly or even someone else has done it, so I'm allowed to do it, is that defense available to her?
Available.
Okay. My question is this.
Yes.
Is the county assembly on trial in these proceedings?
No.
So does bringing evidence, and we submit there is no such evidence, but does bringing evidence, assuming there is such evidence,
yes,
of wrongdoing by the county assembly, would it excuse the governor of her own wrongdoing?
No.
Turn with me to page KM 34. That is volume 1B of the governor's response. Page 229 of volume 1B. That is the index of documents by the governor. It's a blue copy, Madam Speaker. And this is the evidence that the governor has filed. This is the evidence that the governor has filed to show that the county assembly also maintains a manual payroll. And my question to you is simple.
Yes.
On that document, on the face of it,
Yes.
when was that report prepared? For which financial year?
2020, 2021.
Were you a member of the county assembly then?
No.
Was the current government in place then?
No.
Was the governor in office as governor of Meru then?
No.
To the best of your knowledge, in which office was the governor serving in 2020, 2021? In which office or capacity was the governor serving in the year 2020, 2021?
She was serving as the women rep.
So she was not governor.
She wasn't the governor.
And this report was not with respect to the assembly in which you serve, correct?
Yes.
You are a first-time member of county assembly, correct?
Yes.
On ground number 10, on employment of a bloated for workforce,
Yes.
which you say is for, it has contributed to an excessive wage bill. That is the
Yes.
allegation?
Yes.
Honorable Madam Speaker and Honorable Senator, stand with me to page 11 of our motion still on ground number 10. And the evidence of that is to be found still in the Auditor General report. I beg your pardon, Madam Speaker. It is to be found in a moment, Madam Speaker. How many staff do you say are employed in the office of the county governor?
111.
That is 111 staff.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you filed any evidence before this committee, before this honorable house, to
Yes.
show that this is bloated workforce, indeed?
Yes.
Okay. Why is that evidence?
On page 164
Yes.
of volume 2.
Yes.
Yes.
164.
Of volume 2.
Yes. What is that document at page 164 of our volume 2? Of the County Assembly's volume 2? What is that evidence?
It's a list of appointed persons in the office of the governor, and the appointment dates from August 2022 to date.
So the document from page 164 all the way to page 175, those are the staff in the office of the governor.
Yes.
For in the interest of time, you will agree with me that there are 8 cleaners in the office of the governor.
Yes.
There are 17 information officers in the office of the governor.
Yes.
Clearly, this
Yes.
is that a bloated workforce that you're talking about?
Yes.
How many staff in the document at page 172? How many staff were employed by the former governor in his office?
The former governor employed 45.
Okay, that is 45 staff. That is which page of your exhibits in volume 2?
172
Page 172.
to 175.
175. Okay.
Yes.
And have advisories been given by the Transition Authority and by the Intergovernmental Relations Technical Committee and by the SRC on the limitation as to the number of staff in the office of the governor?
Yes.
Where is that evidence found in your
Page
exhibits?
176
Yes.
of volume 2.
That is the advisory by the Intergovernmental Relations Technical Committee.
Yes.
At page 178, that is the advisory by the Transition Authority. Correct?
Yes.
And at page 179, you will agree with me that some of the staff that are listed there, the political advisor, chief of staff, there is the page, correct?
Yes.
And a few and personal staff at page 180.
Yes.
Personal assistant, correct?
Yes.
Okay. How was this, as you say in ground number 10, at page 353, Madam Speaker, turn with me to page 353 of the County Assembly's volume 2. I believe it's a pink copy. Page volume 2, page 353. You say that as a result of this bloated workforce, Madam Witness,
Yes.
you've spoken about illegal appointments
Yes.
in the office of the governor, correct?
Yes.
You've spoken about how these illegal appointments, people serving in other job groups, through the impunity of these two officers serving under the mercy of the governor has hampered service delivery in the county government of Meru, correct?
Yes.
Now, with respect to this bloated workforce,
Yes.
at page 353,
Yes.
you say that the wage bill for the Meru County government from the financial year 2022-2023 to 2024 has increased by 500 million. Correct?
I can make a correction. It is 2020-2021.
Thank you for that.
On the extreme right.
On the extreme right?
Yes, the outer year, the previous year. Then the next column is on 2022-2023 when the governor took over.
Thank you for that correction.
Yes.
So in financial year 2021-2022.
Yes.
And the governor took in the first quarter.
Yes,
in fact, in the last quarter of that year.
The first quarter. The governor took over in the first quarter.
Of which financial year?
The first quarter of 2022-2023.
Yes.
In August.
In August.
Yes.
Yes. So when does the first quarter begin?
The first quarter begins in July.
In July, 1st of July.
Ends, yes.
And ends in which month?
It starts in July.
Which date of July?
1st July.
Yes. When does the first quarter of the financial year end?
The last financial year.
When does the first quarter of which is the last date of the first quarter of a financial year?
The last date is the end of September.
End of September.
Yes. A quarter is made up of 3
months.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is the time when the governor took over.
Yes.
And between then and that year,
yes,
following year,
yes,
in the first quarter and the last quarter of the financial year 2022-2023,
yes,
compensation of employees increased by 500 million.
Yes.
What are the actual figures from financial year 2021-2022? I want you to read out to the
during the 2021-22 financial year, 2021-22,
it was 4
billion 496 million.
You can just leave it at that for in the interest of time.
Okay, 4.4 billion.
4.4 billion.
Yes.
By the end of the year?
By the end of the year, it was 4.9 billion.
Is this what you're saying has been contributed to by this bloated workforce?
Yes, and other appointments.
And the short list that we've seen of the 111 personal staff.
Yes.
I'll take you back there.
Yes.
At page 164. Page 164 of our volume 2, Madam Speaker. On the top of that page, it says appointed persons in the office of the governor and the appointment dates from August 2022 to date. Correct?
Yes.
You will agree that these appointments were made when the governor came or took or assumed office?
Yes.
And in the first quarter of that financial year?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take you to the last allegation.
Yes.
Madam Witness, this allegation of a bloated workforce, you're also saying that the wage bill for Meru County government exceeds far beyond the 35% limit that is set by law.
Yes.
Because it stands at what percentage on your page 11?
Yes.
This recurrent expenditure and this excessive wage bill, it stands at what percentage?
It stands at 49%.
49%.
Yes.
Thank you. The last allegation in your motion is paying Kiambi Crisas Manyara, a public communication officer in the office of the governor, his full salary and benefits while in remand. Correct?
Yes.
What evidence do you have to show that this Crisas Kiambi Manyara is a staffer in the office of the governor?
Yes, he's a staff in the office of the governor.
What evidence do you have?
I have his pay slips.
Yes.
And I also have an appointment letter, volume 6. Appointment letter. You can check in volume 6. Yes, we have a pay slip on page.
A pay slip is at what page? Page 392?
Page 146. of
Okay.
volume 2.
Madam Speaker, turn with me to page 146 of our volume 2. That is the payslip for Christas Manyara Kiambi. As a road date,
Yes,
this for which month that payslip?
the payslip is for the month of June 2024.
June 2024.
Yes.
Where is the other payslip? Page 392?
The other payslip is on page 392.
392 of the same document, Madam Speaker.
Yes.
For which month?
For the month of April.
And page 393 for which month?
393 for the month of May.
Yes.
Yes.
And from the short list you just showed us at page 164, still on page 164 of the same volume 2, Madam Speaker. Specifically at page 169 of that document, beginning at page 164, who is the staffer listed as number 69 in the office of the governor?
The staff number 69 is Kiambi Christas Manyara,
Yes.
a public communications officer 2,
Yes.
recruited on October 3rd, 2023.
Yes. So this is he's working in the office of the governor.
Yes.
Do you have evidence that he was charged in court?
Yes.
What was he charged with? You say he was charged with murder. Whose
Yes.
murder?
Yes.
Whose murder was he charged with?
Kiambi Christas Manyara was charged with the murder of Daniel Mutiani, Araya Sniper.
At what page, what evidence do you have in respect?
There is a charge sheet.
Yes. Page 429 of our volume 2, that is a pink document, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members.
Who is the fourth accused person in that information or charge sheet?
The fourth accused in the charge sheet is Christas Manyara,
Charged with murder.
charged with murder of Daniel Sniper.
And you say he was paid. We've seen the pay slips.
Yes.
And from the charge sheet, when was he charged?
He was charged on the 29th day of February 2024.
You have information that he has been in remand?
He has been in remand
Until what time?
up to until around May 2024.
Okay. And you have his pay slips for the month of March. Immediately after 29th of February, he was paid in March.
Yes, he was paid
He
in
was paid
March.
in April,
Yes,
May and June.
May and June.
Okay.
Yes,
And you say that he should not have been paid.
it should not have been paid.
Okay.
Yes,
And you quote section 4.2 of the Public Service Manual.
yes.
Why is that document in your exhibits? In the interest of time, page 394, Madam Speaker, still over volume 2, the pink copy. Specifically, page 419 of that document of our volume 2. The manual begins at page 394.
Yes.
Specifically page 419, Madam Speaker. What does that provision say?
The provision on page 419,
Of which document? The Public Service Commission Discipline Manual, correct?
the Public Service Disciplinary Commission Manual,
Yes.
talks about absence from duty without leave, reasonable or lawful cause. I beg to read, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members, when an officer is absent from duty without leave, reasonable or lawful cause, the following steps shall apply. A. Establish the exact dates the officer was absent from duty. If not traced through personal contacts and next of kin with a period of 10 days from the commencement of such absence, the salary and other remunerative allowances shall be stopped. with the effect from the date of absence, and disciplinary action instituted against the officer.
So from the time he was absent, he should not have been paid.
He should not have been paid a cent.
Turn to page, the previous page, I believe 418. What does it say about interdiction and suspension?
On page 418, 4.22, suspension, the circumstances under which an officer may be suspended from exercise of powers and functions of the office include when charged with serious criminal offenses in a court of law, when B, charged under the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act, C, upon conviction of a criminal offense.
So by the virtue of that provision, the moment he was charged with a serious criminal offense being murder, his salary ought to have been stopped, correct?
It should have been stopped. Maybe I can correct that. It should have been stopped the moment he was absent from work.
Yes.
Not even being charged. The moment he was absent from work,
yes,
the salary ought to have been stopped.
Okay.
Yes, that is the standard procedure in management of public service.
And I will refer you to your volume 6. Our volume 6, the first two documents there, our volume 6 of the final assembly documents, of the county, there is page 1 and 2. What documents are there? What are those two documents? Page 1 and 2?
Page 1
and 2.
Page 1, on page 1, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members, we have an appointment letter for Sabina Gatumi.
Yes?
Yes.
What is your contention? Because in your motion you filed, in your volume 2, you provided documents that evidence illegal appointment. That is volume 2 of the exhibits in support of the impeachment motion.
Yes.
What is your contention with respect to those two officers?
My
Page 187 of your volume 2. Page 187, specifically page 188.
My contention with those two documents on volume 6 is that it is on other irregular appointments where...
Irregular appointments by who?
By the county secretary of the county government of Meru.
This is the notorious county secretary.
The notorious county secretary.
Whom the governor refused to take action against, despite the recommendations of the assembly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Where is the evidence of those illegal appointments?
The illegal appointments are on page 187 to 188.
Kindly explain what is illegal about the appointment of Jane Kanana?
Jane Kanana.
Yes.
Jane Kanana on page 188.
Page 188 of our volume 2, Madam Speaker.
Yes, page 188. We have serial number 2. There is an appointment of Jane Kanana as the assistant director, who is the assistant director of a department that is not known on that page. And she is appointed an acting director, human resource management, by the county secretary. And this appointment, in my view, is illegal because the Department of Human Resource as a substantive director. And this appointment means that
where is the evidence? Sorry to interrupt. Where is the evidence of the substantive director?
The substantive director is on volume 6, page 3,
Yes.
Page 3.
So Mary Kimaita,
Yes.
that appointment letter is a substantive officer.
Yes, Mary Karemi Kimaita is the substantive director of that department.
Is it proper or legal for the county secretary to appoint another person to act in a position where there is a substantive office holder?
It is not procedural.
Yes.
And it also amounts to misuse of resources.
What does the County Government Act say with respect to acting appointments?
The County Government Act Section 69(2)A
Yes.
stipulates that you cannot appoint or designate an officer to act in a position that is not vacant.
Yes.
Yes.
That is the appointment. That is
the Director Human Resource.
That is the Assembly List and Bundle of Authorities, Madam Speaker, page 57. That is the County Government Act, Section 69. You can read the provision. Page 57.
On page 48 of the Bundle of Documents, that is volume 3, I'm reading section 69(2), where it says, a public officer shall not be designated to hold or act in a public office if A, the office is not vacant.
So if the office is not vacant, you cannot deploy another person to act in that office, correct?
You cannot.
Does that apply to Sabina Katumi? Does that apply to her as well?
Yes.
Who is Sabina Katumi as per your first page 1 of your volume 6, the Further Assembly Documents?
Sabina Katumi, as according to my documents, is the substantive payroll manager.
She is the substantive payroll manager, correct?
Yes.
Who has been deployed to act in our office when there is a substantive office holder?
An officer by the name Solomon Mongera,
yes,
has been deployed to act in that office.
Yes.
Whereas Sabina Katumi is the substantive holder of this position.
And at page 189 of our volume 2, turn with me to page 189 of our volume 2, Madam Speaker. These minutes that were signed by the county that were prepared and signed by the county secretary for the County Human Resource Management Advisory Committee, one of the persons present is Solomon Mongera, correct?
Yes.
And he is present as the acting payroll manager.
Yes.
And the same is replicated at page 188.
Yes.
And these are the appointments that are done by this notorious county secretary.
Yes.
You say a vampire service delivery, as we've even seen in the videos.
Yes.
From the hospital and and elsewhere.
Yes.
Madam Speaker, I'll request that that some videos in the governor's videos be played.
I think you may proceed.
Yeah, that is video number 7. Foremost, Madam Witness, you told us that this person who was speaking, purporting to be the Secretary General of the Bas Party, do you know him?
Yes.
Is he a member of the County Assembly?
No.
And you said you are aware of the person who is a legally recognized Secretary General of the Bas Party?
Yes.
What is his name?
Milton Mugambi Manyara.
Okay.
Yes.
And you also said during the exam in chief by Senior Mr. Ndegwa that there are some members of the Bas Party who support the governor.
Yes.
Have they been victimized by the County Assembly?
No.
Have they been removed from any committees?
No.
In fact, from your volume 6, that is the membership of the select and sectoral committees of the Assembly, that is volume 6, Madam Speaker, from page 7 to 29, you will see that some of these persons are members of committees, correct?
Yes.
Is there any of them who is a chair of any committee?
Yes.
And is a member of the Mbas party?
Yes.
What is his name?
One of them is my chair,
Yes.
the sectoral committee on youth, gender, and social development.
Yes.
She is Honorable Makena Morogocho.
Yes.
Yes,
A
she's
member
my
of the Mbas
chair.
party
A member of the BAS party
who openly supports the governor
who supported the governor even in this impeachment.
and has not been victimized.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what that gentleman appears to say in that video,
Yes.
that members of the county assembly should take instructions from him, and that the party is going to take action against members who do not, who appear to support the governor. Has action been taken against the said Jennifer Morogocho?
No.
She is the chairperson of the Committee on Youth, Gender and Community Services, as indicated on page 18 of your volume 6, correct?
Yes.
Who is the other person who is a member of the BAS party?
There is Kithinchi. Felix Kithinchi Muirigi
Yes.
on page 23.
Yes.
Is the chairperson, Sectoral Committee on Transport, Energy and Public Works.
He has equally not been victimized despite being a member of the BAS party.
Yes, yes.
So when you also said that you received a letter from Cleophas Malala directing you to withdraw the motion,
Yes.
would you say that you were intimidated and threatened to withdraw the motion?
It was a form of intimidation.
Yes.
But, yes, yes.
Did you succumb to that intimidation?
I did not.
As the county assembly succumbed to intimidation by that gentleman who was speaking in that video?
No.
Is that an attempt by the governor to shift attention from the real issues?
Yes, that is a...
How is that video a response to, or rather, because video number 7 be played, Madam Speaker, video number 7 of the governor's videos, VKM 7.
I had already granted that permission. Can the video be played, please?
Impeachment governor.
I'm sorry, Madam Speaker. I'm sorry for that. It is video number 13, 12 and 13. I'm sorry. I'm coming to this in a moment. Video number 12 and 13 of the governor's videos. Yes, that is the correct one.
Finally, as I said, I want to tell the county assembly of Meru, we can't wait any longer. We lost in the second impeachment. Give us the third and the fourth and the fifth and the sixth impeachment. And within a month period, we want to see the county assembly of Meru. Give us that. Finally, as I said, that today, when Kiraito Morongi, when Mheshimiwa Munya, when Kaduri Morongi, when CS Lentore, when Matuma Mtoidhikia, when Ayubu Budi, when Idani Kere, and the other members of the assembly, all sat down and have a cup of tea and they even said nothing. That day, the redemption of Meru will be nigh.
Now this time round, we want to be very simple to get the Senate. I know you are there, our speaker.
Just hold on.
The video can be paused.
Is the translator here? Is it interpreted?
I think that the useful part that I want to rely on was played, Madam Speaker. The English part. It was in English. The part that I want to cross-examine now on.
Very well.
Yes.
So only the part in English?
Yes.
That's okay.
Then video number 13 can also be played. Still in the governor's videos.
Video number 13.
Finally, as I said, I want to
That is
tell
video number
the
12.
Is that 12 or 13? If that is 12, then can you play 13?
Yeah. Yes, that one.
The Secretary General wa Chama cha Basi, nataka kusema hivi, na hii ni hamri, every MCA ambaye anasimama ama ameteuliwa na Chama cha Basi, minority leader na uongozi wa assembly, kama kunaye amehasi akaondoka njia yenu, mwambieni kimo chake kimotoni. Huyo apende asipende ataenda. Lazima kila mmoja atii amri, na leo ni amri tunatoa. Hakuna wa kusimama kando, hata hiyo kiti ulicho nacho tutachukua. Kwa hivyo tunataka kuambia viongozi, wakishindwa na Kawira, watuachie sisi wananchi, tuende tumtoe hiyo nyumba yake. Ukaona libaya latendeka, zuia kwa nguvu ya mwili. Ukashindwa kuzuia kwa nguvu ya mwili, zuia kwa mdomo yako. Ukashindwa kuzuia kwa mdomo, chukia kwa roho yako, na hiyo ndio udhaifu wa imani, kuchukia kwa roho. Finally, mkogwerwa muno maote wotie kuri abathirikari no terenge bagacoka kuri akinya chuma ile ciandu ile sikerebu.
Can we hold on? Do we need a interpreter for that? Can they come in?
Coming, yes.
Is Senator Sige here?
As she stepped out, I don't know. Oh, very well, Madam Speaker.
Yes, okay.
We can have the translator.
But we still need the translator even for those who don't speak that language.
Yes.
Translator, are you ready? Can they replay that? The bit that is in vernacular, please.
Ya kwa roho. Finally, mkogwerwa muno maote wotie kuri abathirikari.
Mheshimiwa Spika, Mheshimiwa katika bunge la Seneti, kwa jina ni Kitonga Kabori, na kupea tafsiri iliyo kwenye kanda inayoendelea sasa. Anasema kwamba amefurahi kwa sababu hakuna mtu yoyote analipa kondi katika kaunti ya Meru ya maua huko. Iendelee.
Na terenge bagacoka kuri akinya chuma ile ciandu ile sikerebu.
Na hakuna siku watarundi tena kulipa, hata ito masuma zikiuzwa scrap.
Chuma ile chiekera ciandu ile.
Chuma zenye zimewekwa kule ziuzwe zikiwa nini?
Ile scrap.
Zikiwa scrap. Na tunaenda kutangaza. Hakuna mahali kwingine kondi italipwa. Tuje tukapatiana pesa zetu ziende kutolewa kama ongo kwa maseneti kwa seneti.
Hatutafanya hivyo mara nyingine.
Hatutafanya hivyo kwa mara nyingine. Kiswahili jamani.
Tumekubaliana kwa mikono. Kwa mikono. Asanteni sana.
So, Madam Witness.
Yes.
These two videos that I've played from the governor's record of videos.
Yes.
That gentleman who is talking in that video, you said you know him, correct?
Yes.
You said he is not the Secretary General of the party?
Yes, he is not.
And because he seems to, what would you say his role is in the party? Does he have a role in the party?
I'm not aware.
Okay. So to the best of your knowledge, you'd say he's an imposter. Would you say he's an imposter?
He could be.
Are you sure? Are you aware whether he has a role in the party?
I'm not aware.
Yes.
Senator, Minority Leader, what is the issue?
Asante Bispika. Nilikuwa nataka kujua jina la yule alikuwa akiongea. Kama anaweza kulirejelea.
Council, you might want to also indicate the name of the gentleman in that video.
Yes, from the video, Madam Speaker, I can see his name is indicated as somebody Alhaji Mwendia. That is the name that is indicated in the video.
Proceed, Council. I think members.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Yeah.
So, this gentleman, are his views representative of the views of the Assembly?
No.
Is he a member of the County Assembly?
No.
Is he an elected leader in Meru?
He is not.
So, to the best of your knowledge, has any of the members that appended their signatures in support of the impeachment motion have they been coerced by that gentleman?
No.
You've confirmed a few minutes ago that even members of the party he purports to come from, some of them support the governor. In fact, a record 3 of them support the governor.
Yes.
And they have not been victimized or removed from any of the committees of the County Assembly, and some of them are even chairpersons of those committees.
Yes.
Would you say that you have been coerced or you succumbed to any pressures to move the impeachment motion?
No.
Did you even succumb to the intimidation or threats by Cleophas Malala to withdraw the impeachment motion?
No.
Are you a member of the BAS party?
No.
You are specially nominated in which party?
UDA.
Okay, thank you. Finally, Madam Speaker, before I yield the witness for cross-examination, I'll ask that video number 7 and video number 7 of the governor's videos be played. Video number 7.
Play video number 7.
I think for that you might need the translator. You can see it here.
Council, you've now done 3 hours.
Very well.
Kapumba kuga impeachment ya gavana ankwenda kueleza Mumeru. Impeachment ya gavana ni part of business yetu ya assembly. Part of business yetu ya assembly. Yeah, go impeach. Now we can not to impeach. Many times we together.
The translator can go.
The translator?
Let them stand. My name's Gitonga Kabori. Mheshimiwa Speaker, naomba irundiwe kiposi kutoka mwanzo.
Please repeat.
Kapumba kuga impeachment ya gavana.
Naweza sema impeachment ya gavana.
Ankwenda kueleza Mumeru.
Anataka kuelezea wa Meru.
Impeachment ya gavana.
Hiyo impeachment ya gavana
ni part of business yetu ya assembly.
Yaani ni kama shughuli yao kwenye bunge la kaunti ya Meru.
Part of business yetu ya assembly.
Kama hiyo ndio kama biashara tu.
go impeach. Na we can not to impeach the many times we together.
Na wanaweza kuimpeach mara mingi yenye nabaki.
By the way, nenda kuwa motion yule ina drafting na kubanga junde.
Sasa anaweza sema mambo hiyo ya drafting na kupanga wabunge.
I was very key there.
Alikuwa mmoja wao pale.
Na hiyo ndaringa kia motion yo mutembei.
Na yeye alikuwa apeleke hiyo motion mbele.
Ini ndaringa kia motion yo until the last minute.
Ndiye alikuwa wakupeleka hiyo motion wa kwanza, lakini
until the last minute.
Mpaka pale dakika za mwisho. Kama ulisikiza Evans Mawira vema akiongea, alikuwa yani na hakika kabisa gavana ataenda. Kwa hivyo alipokuwa na ile hakika kabisa gavana atatolewa ama kwenda, so naye akachangamkia achukue, ndio posa akaweze kuchukua hiyo, tuseme ni heshima ama kupewa glory yani.
Actually ini ndaringa kia motion jo.
Anasema kwamba ni yeye alikuwa ipeleke, si Mawira. Na anataka kuambia Wameru wakiwa nasikiza.
Ini ndaringa kia motion jo.
Yeye alikuwa apeleke hiyo motion.
Na tu mwaka mwisho buru.
Mpaka siku ya mwisho kabisa.
Mheshimiwa ZNK wekete motion.
Ni Mheshimiwa ZNK aliyekuwa apeleke hiyo motion mbele.
Actually Mawira kadukiria motion jo akwa.
Kwa hivyo Mawira alichukua motion yake.
Ndio akuwemo kinyae.
Akiwa kufikisha mwisho.
What is the context in which that video was? What is the context in which you said the things you said in that video?
The context in which I said that I can't remember because it was an interview of 1 full hour. And honorable speaker and honorable members, you can see it's just an extract of a very short part of my full interview. And again, honorable speaker, the video is not dated. I cannot even remember which date was that. So I believe I talked about so many governance issues, and that's why I'm saying that our business is to oversight the county government of Meru. Yeah. And I believe the law does not limit the many times or how I oversight the government of Meru.
Yes. So in totality, now as I yield the witness to cross-examination, in totality, from all the evidence and the testimonies and the witnesses you're going to call, of course you shall get to that, but from all the evidences, the video evidences you've played, that have been played here, and the documents that have been shown in terms of the exhibits, what do you ask the Senate to do?
Thank you very much. I believe that from the case that I've presented to the Senate, I personally believe that the gross violations by the governor of Meru have impacted negatively on service delivery in Meru County. Honorable Chair, Honorable Speaker, and honorable members, I would want to submit that the people of Meru are crying. I would want to submit that service delivery in Meru is highly compromised. I would also want to submit that there is poor governance, and also submit that there is no witch hunt, there is no malice, and there is no external influence on the County Assembly of Meru. My prayer is that this Honorable House, Honorable Chair, listens to the people of Meru, listens to the cry of the people of Meru, and saves the people of Meru from the agony of crying each day, in and out, from January to December.
Madam Witness, the final question: how would you like the Senate to treat the videos from that gentleman? The gentleman who his name is Al-Hajj, the gentleman. Yes.
On the videos, on the video of the gentleman called Al-Hajj, I would want really to say, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members, that it is really unfortunate, it is uncalled for. Those sentiments do not represent the feelings of the Assembly. Those sentiments do not represent the feelings or the view of the people of Meru. And I believe he made those remarks on his own behalf. And I believe the people of Meru, including the County Assembly of Meru, has a lot of confidence in this House. And that's why we have come again and again, so that we can get reprieve from this House. So I regret those comments from Al-Hajj, and on behalf of the County Assembly of Meru, those comments are highly regrettable.
Thank you, Madam Witness. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I yield the witness for cross-examination by the Governor's team.
Thank you. Now, Counsel for Governor for cross-examination.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Counsel, how much time do you think you'll require for this?
That's why I come here. My learned colleague, Mr. Mutuma, is the one cross-examining, but I came here to seek direction on the question of time. Reason being, at the very least, Madam Speaker, is not asking for too much to ask for equality of arms. It is actually the bare minimum the law expects of us. The County Assembly has done something very unique. They have taken 3 hours and 10 minutes on this witness out of the 4 hours allocated for the entire County Assembly case. Meaning that even if we took the remainder of their entire time, we are not even getting a third of the time they have taken with this witness. My learned colleague, Mr. Mutuma, would have desired to have at least a half the time the County Assembly took with this witness in order to do justice. We are not asking for the same time. We are asking for half the time. Madam Speaker, we urge that you give direction on that question.
Is that, I can see a hand? Okay, proceed. Senator Mungatana.
Much obliged. Madam Speaker, as a follow-up of that point, which has also concerned me as a senator sitting in this hearing, we had an application under the third schedule, Rule 10, asking for the County Assembly asking for 3 more witnesses. But they have already spent their time because the Speaker had indicated 4 hours. So I just wanted to know, Madam Speaker, whether are they intending to bring the other 3 witnesses, or what is we need direction, because it seems there is like they have exhausted their time. I submit, Madam Speaker.
The Council for Governor, can we begin with giving you 1 hour for cross-examination? We can review should you require some more time.
Thank you so much, Madam Speaker, sir. My learned colleague, Mr. Elias Mutuma, will take on the witness in cross-examination.
Point of order? Yes, Senator Mtata.
My lady, as somebody who believes in human rights, Madam Speaker, I don't think it is fair for us to keep a witness standing for so many hours. You have seen even proceedings in the US Senate, witnesses are cross-examined sitting. So I've seen this lady trying to lie on the rostrum, and I don't know if it is really fair to keep somebody standing for 3 hours and then it's under cross-examination for an hour or 2 hours. It will not be good for the health of that person.
Senator Mtata, I don't think there is a rule that says she cannot sit, and she has not requested. Witness, you may sit down during cross-examination. Thank you. Senator Wafula, what is the issue?
Asante Mheshimiwa Spika, ningependa upeane mwelekeo. Sisi kama masenate, sisi ni kama majaji katika kesi hii, na ni vema tupate mwelekeo iwapo majaji wataweza kupea mwelekeo mshukiwa ama mshtakiwa jinsi ya kukabiliana na mwenzake katika hafla ya kujitetea. Asante Mheshimiwa Spika.
Senator Wafula, I think the procedure was properly guided by the Speaker at the beginning. It is time for the counsel for the governor to do cross-examination. Let us allow that to happen.
May I seek your guidance as to whether during the cross-examination our time will stop running, or whether the cross-examination will still eat into our time? I am most humbled.
Speaker guided very clearly, cross-examination is part of your time. Yes. Senator Siengo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I only need to seek clarification from the witness whether she's a previous executive member of the previous administration.
Senator Beth Siengo, what's the clarification? Senator Gloria, please allow me to preside over this. Order. Senator Siengo, your clarification, what are you clarifying? We are not questioning, we are not asking questions at this time. It is a procedural issue that we've been discussing, and we are moving on to cross-examination by the counsel for the governor. So it is not yet time for senators to ask questions. Counsel for the governor, please proceed. Your time starts running now.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. For record purposes, my name is Elias Mutuma, counsel for the governor in these proceedings. I will begin by asking the witness. Good evening, Mheshimiwa Zipora.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Thank you. Kindly confirm your full names and what you do at the County Assembly.
My full names are Zipora Kinya. I am a member of the County Assembly of Meru, specially elected by UDA and the Deputy Leader of the Majority Party.
Indeed, you have previously served as a member of the executive in the previous regimes. That is right?
Yes.
In what capacity?
I served as a sub-county administrator, then later redesignated as the Deputy Director Administration until I exited.
When were you appointed as a sub-county administrator?
2013.
Which governor appointed you in that position?
Governor Munya.
And the next governor also retained you in that position? That is Governor Kiraito?
I was redesignated in 2018 to a Deputy Director of Administration.
Thank you. Briefly, give us the composition of party membership in the County Assembly of Meru. How many parties are there? How many members are there in the County Assembly of Meru?
In the County Assembly of Meru, there are 69 members. We are 69 members. The UDA has 21 members. The Bas Party has 20 members. And the rest have the remaining members. I am not very sure of the numbers.
Very well.
Yes.
Are there any independent members in this assembly?
Yes.
How many?
I'm not sure of the number, but there are members from it who bind on independence ticket.
Thank you. You have indicated to the honorable senators that this impeachment motion has been supported by a majority of residents of Meru, and you gave a percentage. What percentage is that?
85% according to the public participation.
Thank you. 85% according to the public participation, and you have brought the memorandum and report of that public participation.
Yes.
And that is the basis for you to claim that 85% have supported impeachment, right?
Yes.
I want you to have a look at that report briefly. That is it's volume 5 of the County Assembly's bundle of documents. I want you to go straight to page 286. Page 286.
Yes, I'm there.
I want us to identify the anomaly in that minute. According to the title of that meeting, when did the minute start? First of all, tell us where that public participation exercise took place at. Which ward?
Kionyo Social Hall.
What time is indicated at the top as the time when the meeting began?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Can you look at minute 1? What time does the minute show that the meeting began? What time?
It means I can read minute 101. The officers of the County Assembly arrived at the venue for public participation at 8 a.m.
It says 10 a.m.
They arrived at 8 a.m.
I have not, just kindly wait for my question. What time does it indicate the meeting began as per minute 1?
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yes.
But at the top it shows it began at 8 a.m., correct?
No, the first page says it is the officers from the County Assembly that arrived at 8.
It's the other way around. The top shows 10 a.m., correct?
Yes.
Is that the position?
The
title of the minute shows Social Hall in Abogeta West Ward of Meru County at 10 a.m.
Exactly.
But the minute number 1 shows the minute began at 8, correct?
I'm disputing that, and I'm reading the minutes council, because the minute says officers of the County Assembly arrived at the venue for public participation at 8 a.m.
Thank you very much.
Full stop. Then at 10 a.m., the meeting was called to order.
Can we go to another page, page 291? Confirm that the same format of capturing minutes appears at page 291. Tell us where that meeting took place and how the minutes were captured.
The meeting took place at MCK Kidare in Jia Ward in Meru County at 10 a.m.
Minute 1.
Officers of the County Assembly arrived at the venue for public participation at 8 a.m.
Can we go to page 294 and compare that with page 297? Do we find page 294 and 297?
tell us whether the same format of capturing minutes appears. That officers in all these stations arrived at 10 a.m., at 8 a.m., and the meeting began at 10 a.m.
On page
294, tell us.
294.
Yes.
The officers of the county assembly arrived at the venue for public participation at 8:30 a.m.
Correct?
Yes.
And proceed to read minute 1.
The minute was called to order by Mr. Raphael Mwenda at 10 a.m. and a prayer was said by Ms. Keremi Kabubania, a member of the public.
Compare that with what appears at page 297 and page 299. Is it the same that has been captured?
It reads, the officer of the county assembly, this time it says officer of the county assembly, arrived at the venue for public participation at 8 a.m. and at 10 a.m. the meeting was called to order.
Thank you. Now let's read verbatim minute 1 for all the minutes that I have identified. The first paragraph.
Yes.
Read them. Let's start with, for instance, page 286. Minute 1, verbatim. 286.
The officers of the county assembly arrived at the venue for public participation at 8 a.m. and at 10 a.m. the meeting was called to order.
Proceed. The entire paragraph.
Order by Mr. Kevin Mwenda from the County Assembly of Meru, and a prayer was said by Mr. Mutugi from Kionyo Bonda Bonda Association.
Thank you. That was page 286. Read 297. Same minute 1. Tell us whether the words used are verbatim, word for word.
Officer, this one says, officer of the county assembly arrived at the venue of public participation at 8 a.m. Full stop. At 10 a.m. the meeting was called to order by Godfrey Mutiga, and a prayer was said by Murangeri Bogori, a member of the public.
Thank you. Do you find those 2 minutes to have a semblance, word for word, except for the names of individuals present?
Not really. Some are talking about 8:30 and others.
Show us the difference in terms of the content of that minute.
The other one was
297 and 284. You will confirm that except for the names, the rest of the content is...
It is not true. Let me read again. Let me read. It is not true. The officers of the county assembly arrived at the venue at 8. The meeting was called to order by Kevin Mwenda from the county assembly of Meru, and the prayer said by Mr. Mutugi.
Thank you. Can you now go to the other one?
Abonda Bonda Association.
And you go to the other one?
The other one is officers of the county assembly arrived at the venue for public participation at 8, and at 10 a.m. the meeting was called to order by Godfrey Mutiga. A prayer was said by Murangeri Bogori, a member of the public. There are two different things.
Thank you. Let's go to page 783 and all through to page 794. You will confirm that those are handwritten memorandum, right?
Yes.
Kindly look at the handwriting. Isn't it the same handwriting that is presenting those memorandum?
I can't confirm.
Do we have, apart from the names, do we have any other description of those parties? Phone numbers, ID numbers?
They are not there. The phone number is there, the name is there, and the signature.
Thank you. We can proceed on and on, but we will have time to identify all these things during cross-examination. Let us go to the incident that you talked about, that there was an attempt to touch the County Assembly of Meru. Which date was that?
It was on the eve of 8th. Actually, it happened at around 3 a.m. So it had on
Madam Witness,
yes.
I am asking the questions.
Yes.
Kindly restrict yourself to the question.
Yes.
What date was it?
Absent on the eve of 8th August 2024.
Is it on the eve, or I am interested on the dates? Which date?
It was on 7th August 2024 or at 3 a.m.
What time was it?
3 a.m. in the morning.
Were there members of the County Assembly?
Yes.
Within the Assembly at that hour?
Yes.
Does the County Assembly of Meru conduct business at 3 a.m.?
It doesn't.
It does not.
Yes.
How would you explain their presence? In public offices at 3 a.m.
I would explain their presence because the members of the County Assembly, the members of the County Assembly were under threat. And because of the threats that they were facing, like me, I was seriously threatened. I could not sleep at my home. So I sought refuge elsewhere.
We have got your answer.
Yes.
So were you present at 3 a.m. at the County Assembly?
Yes.
Were there other members of the public present at the County Assembly at 3 a.m.?
I didn't see them.
You did not see them?
Yes.
So if I tell you that that fire emanated from people who were present at that time, would I be wrong?
You would be wrong.
You have just said that there were no other members, to your best of your knowledge.
Yes.
So the people present at the County Assembly,
yes,
might they have begun this fire?
The members of the County Assembly were inside and not outside, and the fire was from outside.
You said that the fire emanated from the Meru locals, correct?
Yes.
Meru locals is a secured premise, isn't it?
Yes.
As a County Assembly, did you try to seek any statement from the Meru locals? You have just accused them of touching the County Assembly of Meru because you said the fire emanated from the Meru locals. Do you want to change your statement, or do you want to stick by that statement?
I stick by that statement. Did
you seek any statement from the leadership of Meru locals?
I didn't seek any statement because I was not the investigating officer. Maybe the investigating officer did.
You did not?
Yes, the investigating officer.
You have attributed the incident to governor supporters, and you have given us a clip showing some members of the public arraigned in court.
Yes.
Among those people who are arraigned in court, which one of them is a supporter of the governor, by name and description?
I only attributed to the person working in the office of the governor who said, I attributed.
Thank you very much. My question is simple. The people were arraigned in court, and you produced material evidence in form of video. All right?
Yes.
Among the people arraigned in court, which one of them is a supporter of the governor, by name and description?
I didn't arrange the ones. I said the supporters.
You are now withdrawing.
I'm not withdrawing.
So indeed,
I arranged that those who threatened to do it are supporters of the governor, and indeed, I did not say those that are arranged are the ones.
So you are now withdrawing that statement. It is on record that governor supporters touched the County Assembly of Meru, and you brought evidence. I am asking you, Madam Zipporah, which one of them is a supporter of the governor, by name and description?
I said, I'm saying I did not say those that are charged are the ones who are the supporters of the governor. I said actually about the staff from the office of the governor who sent Atachoma, and I remember saying
we are going to the staff that you talked about.
Yes.
So would you now want to confirm to the Senate that indeed there were no supporters of the governor charged with torching the assembly?
Yes, I can confirm because I said there are some people who are charged for the offense.
But you've just said they are not governor's supporters.
Yes.
Thank you.
Those charged.
Thank you very much. Let us go to the specific officer from the office of the governor. What was the name of the officer?
I said I don't know the official names, but he's popularly known as Achege.
Achege.
Yes.
Is he among the people we saw in that clip having been charged with the offense?
No.
He's not there.
Yes.
To the best of your knowledge, has this individual been charged for any offense, threats, or even assault?
He has not been charged.
He has not been charged.
Yes.
Any report that has been made?
I'm not aware of any.
Madam Witness, have you filed any report? Because you came to Senate and alleged that he threatened members of County Assembly and he was among the people who planned to torch. Have you made any effort to have him arrested, including even filing a report?
Ahobi has been recorded.
Where is that OB?
Ahobi was recorded by...
I ask you specifically, have you taken any steps? Not an OB. Personally, have you taken any step?
Personally, I have not, but the County Assembly has taken.
Thank you.
Yes.
You also played a clip showing your home being touched.
Yes.
What time was it?
It was touched on the eve of the first impeachment motion.
What time was it?
3:48 a.m.
3:48 a.m.
Yes.
And you said that was on the eve of
the first impeachment motion.
First impeachment.
Yes.
And you said the fire emanated from your neighbor's place.
From across the neighbor.
You told senators, and we were listening, and Hansard can confirm that the fire emanated from your neighbor's home.
Yes, not neighbor's home. I said the fire was from the fence.
We were very keen, Madam Speaker, and we can have the Hansards read to us. You said it began from your neighbor's home.
I did say the neighbor's home, from the fence.
From
my fence, yes. The fire was thrown from across the fence.
Fence is adjacent to a neighbor, isn't it?
Yes.
What is the name of your neighbor whose land is adjacent to your fence?
The land belongs to, I even don't know the neighbor.
You do not know your neighbor?
The person bought the land recently. Yes. Yes. The person, I'm very serious on this. The person bought this, it's a plot.
So
it was bought recently.
As recent as the eve that
I know the other neighbor who sold recently, yes. I know the previous owner. The previous owner of that plot, I know. I can tell who is it.
But you confirm there's a neighbor?
Yes.
Did you
there's a neighbor. Yes?
Madam Speaker, Mr. Speaker, sir, I see counsel trying to coach the witness. That is very becoming of an advocate.
Sorry.
Madam Speaker, we should have known what counsel is trying to tell the witness. That cannot be permitted.
Mr. Speaker, I'm trying to control the witness for the ease of clarity. I'm just telling her this straight to the answers that are being asked. Just normal way of controlling a witness.
Very well. Witness, please respond to the questions asked only.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. You confirm there is a neighbor adjacent to your fence.
Yes.
You do not know the name of your neighbor.
The new neighbor, but the old one I know, the one who sold the plot recently. I can give the name.
Did you go to this neighbor that you do not know and consult him or her about the source of the fire?
The plot is vacant. There is no home. It is not habited.
The question is, did you visit him or try to investigate who owns that plot?
I tried to investigate, but I have not yet known who bought it.
Thank you. We saw that video was a very short clip, correct? How many seconds was that clip?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
Yes.
How many buckets of water were used to put off that fire?
I did not count.
Can we watch that clip again?
Yes.
So that minutes before the fire incident, right? That?
Yes, yes.
Proceed.
I think, Madam Speaker, the clip is still playing. So by now, we have no one at the scene, right? Correct, Madam
Yes,
Witness?
yes, there's no one.
There is a gentleman who walks in. Kindly tell us who that gentleman is.
My watchman.
That is your watchman.
Yes.
Does your watchman look panicked?
Yes.
We can all see that, Madam.
To me, yes.
All right.
To me, yes.
And you confirm you're also home on that day?
I wasn't at home.
You wasn't at home? You were
Yes,
not at home?
I wasn't at home.
But I confirm, Madam Speaker, you saying that you were woken up by your worker to inform you about the incidents?
I didn't say that.
We will confirm from the answer.
I wasn't at home.
So you're now confirming you are not?
I wasn't at home.
Thank you.
Yes.
So by now still there is no one putting up the fire and the gentleman is walking easily where the fire incident is. Let's see how many buckets of water those are. That's 1, 3, 2. There is another one. And the fire is off. You confirm that that was a petrol bomb. That's what you told us.
I talked about a petrol bomb in the assembly. Please. It's not that one.
Thank you.
Get the facts right.
Madam Speaker, Madam Witness, what action did you take after your house was allegedly attacked and torched?
I came back the following day. I was not at home. I came back the following day and I went and reported the incident at Nkubu police station.
You annexed a copy of the OB report.
I mentioned it in the answer.
Have you attached a copy of the OB? Because you knew you were going to rely on that clip. Have you attached the OB report?
It is in the answer.
Yes or no?
I've not.
Have you attached?
I've not.
So this Senate has no way of confirming whether there was any formal report or investigations done in respect to that incident. They have no way of doing that, isn't it?
Okay.
Say yes or no. They have
Yes.
no way of confirming that.
Yes.
They have no way. I put it to you, Madam Witness, that what we've just watched is a state-managed incident. And we cannot tell that. What do you say?
It is not.
It is not. Thank you. You have also talked about a number